On August 22nd, former Governor General Sir Cornelius Smith officially prorogued Parliament, marking the conclusion of the government's 2021 parliamentary session. This move, while not unprecedented in the local political landscape, has raised significant questions and sparked widespread discussion among political observers and the public alike. Historically, prorogation in the Bahamas has been closely associated with the calling of elections, signaling a shift in political power and direction. However, this prorogation stands out as an exception to that pattern. It has not been followed by an immediate announcement of elections, leaving many to wonder about the government's intentions and the potential implications for governance. We caught up with Parliamentary Clerk David Forbes, who broke down the implications of the move to our parliamentary democracy.
In October 2021, we're still on the 2021 session. The prorogation ended the 2021 session. So when you look at my records, you will not see a 2022 session. You will see a 2023 session because the 2021 session ran from 21 all the way to 23. What happens there is that everything that is on that agenda dies. All of the committees would have died. The session is completed, and you'll notice that another thing that is important between a suspension and an adjournment. Before the House is prorogued, there are certain matters you could only debate once in a session. When you have a prorogation, whatever you debated in the other session, you can now debate it again in the new session. So prorogation really brings to an end a parliamentary session. Contrary to what is commonly believed, a prorogation does not mean an election is coming. Has nothing to do with an election.
In the weeks following the prorogation of the House, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis announced major shuffles to his cabinet as well. The changes included substantive ministerial appointments for some and transfers for others. It's a move that Forbes describes as a reset of sorts and an opportunity for the Davis-Cooper administration to focus on key policies and reforms on the horizon.
It gives the government a good opportunity to reset its compass, which is why you saw the Prime Minister making some changes to his cabinet. It's a great opportunity to do that without speculation as to why a minister is being removed from one ministry to another. If you do that in the middle of a session, people think that somebody got fired, somebody got hired, somebody got demoted, all the rest of that stuff. It gives the Prime Minister an opportunity to reset the agenda, to reset his priorities, his course, and to be more targeted towards the policies that you're going to be implementing.
Looking ahead, Bahamians are eager to learn more about the government's timeline for the resumption of Parliament and what legislative matters will be prioritized when it reconvenes on October 4th. Forbes explains what we can all expect.
So once you decide, for example, in 2021, because we were coming out of the pandemic, the entire procedure was done in Bahama Convention Center. That was to accommodate as many people as possible, because one of the things that I know the Prime Minister is big on, involving as many Bahamians who may want to participate. And we had probably about 4,000 people in that convention center. You're not going to have that many people this time around because we're holding it in a smaller venue. But once that date is set, we start choreographing the opening of the Parliament. That is actually a production, and you want everything to fall in place. So we start not immediately, but with good time, we start talking to all of the players, the Cabinet Office, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the Defense Force, Ministry of Works, who are going to be, if you notice in the proclamation, you will have that Parliament is going to reconvene in the precincts of the Senate in Parliament Square.
For a closer look, I'm Arabina Apia.